The WNBA world is in complete chaos tonight as Angel Reese snaps in a shocking public meltdown. Sources are confirming that a multi-million-dollar sponsorship deal has collapsed, and Reese is furious. Fans are already calling this the most explosive controversy of the season. What started as a high-profile sneaker launch has now turned into a full-blown PR nightmare. And Angel isn't holding back. Industry insiders are saying Reese has officially lashed out, targeting none other than Caitlin Clark, whose calm dominance on and off the court has once again overshadowed her rival. Social media is already erupting. Clips of Reese's furious reaction are going viral, with fans divided, some sympathizing with her, others saying Clark has won without even trying. Reebok, sponsors, and league officials are reportedly scrambling behind the scenes, trying to contain what is quickly becoming an uncontrollable disaster. Everyone is asking the same question: did Angel Reese just blow her shot at stardom, or is this a calculated move to take down Clark once and for all? Tonight, we're breaking down the full story, how a sponsorship deal spiraled into chaos, the shocking attack on Caitlin Clark, and what this means for Reese's career moving forward. You won't believe what happens next. Angel Reese has always been one of the WNBA's most talked about rising stars, but tonight, the drama has reached a boiling point that nobody saw coming. From the very start, Reese's career has been a whirlwind of high expectations, viral moments, and constant comparisons to Caitlin Clark, the league's other breakout superstar. Fans, analysts, and even rival players have watched this rivalry intensify over the past season, and now, it's spilling over into a full-blown sponsorship and public relations crisis. Reese first gained major attention with her record-breaking performances and magnetic personality. Her fearless style on the court made her an instant fan favorite, while her off-court presence turned every interview, post, and appearance into headlines. Brands immediately noticed her marketability, and Reebok made a bold bet: attach Angel Reese to their latest sneaker line, elevate her star power, and create a new face for women's basketball in 2025. On paper, it was a perfect match, but the reality, far from it. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has been quietly dominating, even when Reese attempted to steal the spotlight. Clark's consistent brilliance on the court, combined with her ability to capture public attention effortlessly, has fueled the tension behind the scenes. Reese's team reportedly felt pressure to outshine Clark at every opportunity. From social media campaigns to public appearances, insider sources claim that behind closed doors, Reese's team warned her that Clark's presence was a constant threat to her brand, and that she needed a massive stunt to prove she could compete for the top spot in the WNBA spotlight. The All-Star Weekend was supposed to be that moment, the grand reveal of Reese's Reebok line, a flashy debut that would position her as the league's premier personality and overshadow Clark entirely. Instead, everything went wrong. Timing issues, unexpected media coverage, and the sheer weight of fan expectations turned what should have been a career-defining moment into a public nightmare. Clips of missed plays, awkward shots, and hesitant interactions circulated instantly, making Reese the target of ridicule online. Social media exploded, and suddenly, every mistake was amplified 100 times. To make matters worse, insiders reveal that the sponsorship deal itself was already on shaky ground. Sources close to Reese claim that Reebok expected flawless execution and viral moments, but what unfolded was chaos. The brand reportedly began damage control immediately, quietly scrambling to reframe the narrative before it completely spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, Reese's frustration boiled over, culminating in the shocking attack on Caitlin Clark, who, despite sitting on the bench or staying quiet off, had become the lightning rod for every moment of Reese's perceived failure. Fans, analysts, and even rival players have commented on the tension building all season. Social media threads are filled with debates over who truly deserves the title of WNBA's most dominant personality. Industry insiders hint that this is more than just a rivalry, it's a battle for branding supremacy, sponsorship power, and influence over the league's narrative. Every public statement, every viral clip, every meme adds fuel to the fire. Angel Reese isn't just fighting on the court anymore. She's fighting for her reputation, her brand, and her very place in the spotlight. And now, with the sponsorship collapse and her very public attack on Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, fans and brands are all watching, waiting to see what will happen next. Is this the end of Reese's rise or the beginning of a new, even more explosive chapter in her career? What happens next could reshape the league, redefine star power, and make headlines for months to come. The stage is set, the tension is at its peak, and one thing is clear: nobody saw this coming, but everyone is watching. The All-Star weekend was supposed to be Angel Reese's shining moment, a carefully orchestrated, multi-million-dollar Reebok launch that would finally cement her as the undisputed face of the WNBA. But from the moment she stepped on the court, chaos erupted. Sources close to Reese revealed that the timing of the reveal was off by minutes, and what should have been a flawless showcase turned into a public nightmare. Cameras caught every hesitation, every missed layup, every moment where the spotlight shifted away from her. Social media pounced instantly, creating compilations of Angel Reese fails that went viral within hours. The launch, designed to elevate her brand, became a viral embarrassment. Inside the Reebok headquarters, panic set in. Executives had bet millions on Reese's charisma and media magnetism, confident she could compete with Caitlin Clark's dominance in the league. But leaked internal emails, obtained by insiders, reveal that the marketing team was scrambling by mid-event. "This isn't going as planned," one email reportedly stated. "Fans are laughing, Clark clips are trending, and Angel's social narrative is imploding." Meanwhile, Reese herself was livid. Witnesses describe her pacing backstage, slamming doors, and shouting at her team, "I told you this would work. Why is Clark still dominating the conversation?" The first major twist came during the press reveal. Angel Reese, in a calculated attempt to reclaim control, publicly called out Caitlin Clark, accusing her of stealing every headline and overshadowing true talent. The moment was broadcast live, sending shockwaves through the sports world. Fans were stunned. Analysts were speechless. Social media exploded with clips of Reese pointing directly at Clark's name in front of a packed arena. Leaked tweets began circulating almost immediately. "Angel just went nuclear on Clark. This is insane. And I can't believe she said that on live TV." But it didn't stop there. Another insider revealed that the attack had been entirely unplanned. Reese had initially intended for the Reebok launch to be the focus, not a feud. The pressure of expectation, combined with months of constant comparisons to Clark, pushed her to snap publicly, creating an unprecedented PR nightmare. Industry insiders suggest that the sponsorship itself could now be at risk, with Reebok reportedly considering damage control strategies to salvage their investment. The same company that signed Reese as the centerpiece of a major brand revival suddenly had to manage a full-blown scandal. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark remained eerily silent. Every viral clip, every social media post, every meme of Reese's missed shots or public outburst seemed to enhance Clark's dominance without her even lifting a finger. The contrast between Clark's calm and Reese's meltdown became the central talking point across media outlets. Fans and analysts alike began drawing a sharp divide, one superstar rising effortlessly, the other struggling to maintain control of her own narrative. And just when it seemed like Reese's moment couldn't get any worse, a leaked backstage video surfaced showing her team desperately trying to coordinate a recovery, whispering frantic instructions and attempting to rewrite the narrative midi. The clip ended with Reese staring into the camera, visibly shaking, muttering, "This isn't over. Not by a long shot." That single moment set off speculation that more dramatic revelations were coming. Leaks that insiders claim will completely redefine the WNBA, rivalry, and sponsorship landscape. By the end of the day, the hashtag Angel vs Clark was trending worldwide. Sponsors were nervously watching every post, fans were divided into passionate camps, and analysts were predicting months of fallout. What was supposed to be a career-defining moment had turned into a full-scale public meltdown. And just as the dust seemed to settle, whispers emerged of an even bigger twist waiting in the shadows, one that insiders insist will shock fans far beyond the All-Star Weekend fiasco. The aftermath of Angel Reese's live in air meltdown sent shockwaves across every corner of the sports world. Social media erupted, with fans dissecting every word, every gesture, and every missed shot from the All-Star Weekend. Memes flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, each one amplifying the chaos. Clips of Reese's pointed jab at Caitlin Clark went viral in minutes, accompanied by commentary like, "Angel just went full savage on Clark. This is wild." And Reese snapped in real time, "And it's not pretty." Meanwhile, Clark's silent dominance only fueled the fire, making Reese look increasingly desperate. The controversy reached a fever pitch when leaked footage from backstage revealed Reese storming into her team's preparation room, slamming sneakers onto tables, and yelling, "This is supposed to be my moment. Why is Clark stealing the spotlight? Fix this now." Reebok executives were reportedly scrambling to contain the situation, instructing staff to spin the narrative as a strategic, planned moment, even though insiders confirmed it was completely unplanned. This misstep gave the story a life of its own, and within hours, the drama had become a global spectacle. The shocking reveal came when a source close to Reebok claimed that Caitlin Clark's influence had been intentionally leveraged behind the scenes by Reese's team, but the plan backfired catastrophically. By attaching herself to Clark, Reese had hoped to ride the wave of attention and legitimize her star power. Instead, Clark's quiet professionalism contrasted sharply with Reese's visible frustration, making Reese appear unstable. Fans quickly noticed the pattern. Wherever Clark went, attention followed. Wherever Reese tried to create headlines, chaos erupted. The tables had turned, and it was painfully clear who was controlling the narrative. The escalation didn't stop with social media. Sponsors began weighing their positions. One insider revealed that multiple brand deals were being reevaluated, with executives asking, "Is Reese's volatility worth the investment?" Within hours, leaked emails suggested that one major sponsor was considering withdrawing support entirely, unless Reese could regain control of her public image. Industry analysts described the situation as a cautionary tale in athlete branding, noting that in the age of social media, one misstep can obliterate months of careful image building. Even more shocking were the whispers coming out of the WNBA locker room. Players reportedly expressed concern that Reese's public meltdown could affect team dynamics. Leaked posts suggested that some teammates were frustrated with the attention Reese was drawing, while others sympathized, claiming the pressure of constant comparison to Clark was unbearable. The rift was real, and insiders hinted that it could have long-term repercussions for Reese's career. Then, just when it seemed the story couldn't escalate further, a new twist emerged. A viral clip surfaced showing Reese attempting a dramatic sneaker reveal stunt outside a crowded arena, only to be met with a nearly empty venue. Fans mocked the scene relentlessly, with posts saying, "Angels take over," more like an empty takeover. Analysts immediately contrasted this with Clark's ability to effortlessly draw crowds, further intensifying the narrative of Reese struggling to step out of Clark's shadow. By the end of the day, the hashtag Angel vs Clark was trending worldwide, not as a playful rivalry, but as a symbol of Reese's unraveling. Social media users debated endlessly about who was in the right, who was failing, and how much of the chaos was self-inflicted versus orchestrated by external pressures. Even celebrity commentators weighed in, amplifying the story with every new clip, tweet, or insider leak. And just when everyone thought the drama had peaked, a shocking new leak emerged, suggesting that Reese may have been intentionally sabotaged by someone within her own team. A revelation that insiders claim could completely upend the narrative and shake the WNBA sponsorship landscape to its core. One thing was certain: the story wasn't over, and the next chapter promised to be even more explosive. The fallout from Angel Reese's meltdown hit social media like a bomb. Fans exploded in outrage, confusion, and disbelief, flooding Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with reactions that ranged from sympathy to mockery. Hashtags like #AngelMeltdown, #ClarkTakesOver, and #ReeseDisaster were trending globally within hours. One viral post read, "Angel's meltdown proves she can't handle the pressure of being a superstar. Clark doesn't even have to show up to dominate the conversation." Meanwhile, another post countered fiercely, "Reese is being sabotaged. Clark gets all the credit for doing nothing." The division among fans was instant and intense. Celebrity commentators jumped into the fray, adding fuel to the fire. Shaquille O'Neal, a known supporter of Reese, tweeted cryptic praise, "Talent alone isn't enough. Watch closely. She's coming back harder." Meanwhile, analysts like Molly Coombe and Monica McNutt doubled down on criticism, framing Reese as unprepared for stardom and contrasting her failed sneaker launch with Clark's effortless dominance. Even casual sports viewers weighed in, sharing memes of Reese missing layups alongside glowing highlights of Clark's games. The narrative became a digital spectacle, spreading faster than anyone could control. Inside the industry, sponsors and executives were scrambling. Leaked emails suggested that some brands were reconsidering their deals with Reese, citing concern over public perception and stability under pressure. One source revealed, Reese's image took a hit overnight. "This isn't just about sneakers, it's about trust, credibility, and marketability." Clark's consistency makes Reese look unpolished by comparison. Meanwhile, Reebok was reportedly holding emergency meetings to discuss damage control strategies, while ensuring Clark's influence didn't overshadow their future campaigns. Even WNBA players couldn't stay silent. Social media posts and insider leaks suggested that teammates were both sympathetic and frustrated. Sympathetic because of the relentless comparisons to Clark. Frustrated because Reese's public outburst drew attention away from the team. Analysts described the situation as a perfect storm. One player's frustration, another's silent dominance, and a brand caught in the middle. Fans continued to dissect every detail, viral clips showing Reese's frustrated expressions, her abrupt exit from press conferences, and her on-court missteps circulated relentlessly. Each post came with commentary, some mocking, some supportive, all sensational. Meanwhile, Clark remained eerily quiet, letting the media and fan frenzy amplify her dominance without uttering a word. This contrast only made Reese's struggles more pronounced. Even financial analysts chimed in, projecting the potential long-term consequences for Reese's brand value. Reports suggested that if she couldn't regain her footing, future endorsements could dwindle, while Clark's influence continued to grow. The WNBA itself was under the microscope, as the league's ratings and sponsorships were now directly tied to this high-profile rivalry. Every missed opportunity, every social media reaction, every news cycle became part of a larger narrative, Reese struggling to break free from Clark's shadow, with the public watching every move. By the end of the day, the public and industry reactions were unanimous in one way: chaos. Reese's moment had ignited a storm that showed no signs of slowing, and insiders hinted that the next week would bring even more shocking developments, with sponsorships, social media, and locker room politics colliding in ways no one could have predicted. Just when it seemed like the chaos couldn't escalate any further, a new bombshell dropped that sent shockwaves through the social media and sponsorship circles alike. Insider sources revealed that Reese's public meltdown wasn't just a result of the All-Star disaster, it was fueled by an internal betrayal within her own management team. One anonymous source leaked a text exchange that suggested a top executive at Reebok had quietly warned Clark's camp about Reese's upcoming sneaker launch weeks before the reveal. Suddenly, the carefully orchestrated rollout that Reese had poured months of energy into was compromised before it even began. Fans were in disbelief. How deep did the betrayal run? Meanwhile, leaked reports showed that some of Reese's closest teammates were secretly frustrated with the attention her antics were drawing. One player reportedly said, "Angel's outbursts are overshadowing our team. We're tired of it. We have to focus on the games, not social media chaos." The tension in the locker room was now undeniable, and whispers of division between Reese and the rest of the Chicago Sky began surfacing online. The situation had escalated from a PR disaster into a full-blown team crisis. Social media, already ablaze, now exploded with theories and speculation. Memes comparing Reese's missed layups to Clark's effortless dominance went viral. Fans debated fiercely. Was Reese the victim of sabotage, or had her ego simply gotten the best of her? Some started calling for boycotts of her sneaker line, while others rallied behind her, vowing to support her comeback. Industry insiders, meanwhile, began questioning whether Reebok would completely rethink their partnership with Reese, or if they would double down, turning this drama into a strategic narrative for future launches. Just when it seemed like the storm couldn't get any worse, another revelation dropped. A confidential contract clause surfaced, showing that Reese's endorsement deal included a performance penalty tied to public perception metrics. Essentially, her recent social media backlash and All-Star Weekend fiasco could trigger a massive financial loss. Panic spread among her team. Reebok executives were reportedly in emergency meetings, debating whether to renegotiate or suspend the contract altogether. And yet, through it all, Clark remained silent, unshaken. Every viral clip, every social media post, every meltdown only seemed to elevate her dominance. It was as if Reese was trapped in a spotlight she couldn't escape, while Clark operated from a quiet throne, untouched by the chaos swirling around her. The final cliffhanger. Insiders are hinting that Reese may be planning a surprise public comeback, an event that could either redeem her or ignite an even bigger scandal. Could she pull off a masterstroke and reclaim her brand? Or is she about to face the most humiliating chapter of her career yet? Early whispers suggest a dramatic reveal tied to another major sponsor, a private event that could redefine everything we thought we knew about this rivalry. One thing is certain: the story isn't over. Reese's next move could shock the entire sports world, and it's only a matter of time before the next headline drops. Fans, brands, and the league itself are all on edge. The clock is ticking, and the next explosive twist is just around the corner. Brace yourselves, Angel Reese's saga is far from finished. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Angel Reese can survive this scandal? Or has Caitlin Clark already claimed the throne as the undisputed queen of the WNBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't hold back. Every like, share, and comment fuels this story. And trust us, the more you engage, the faster the next bombshell drops. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this saga is far from over. We're tracking every shocking development, every insider leak, and every social media meltdown. You do not want to miss what happens next. Fans are already speculating about Reese's next move. Will she stage a shocking comeback, or will this be the moment her star power finally starts to fade? And here's a challenge. Share this video with your friends and ask them who they think will dominate the WNBA spotlight, Reese or Clark. The reactions are going to be wild. This is only the beginning. The next update promises more drama, more insider secrets, and moments that could rewrite the entire WNBA narrative. Stay tuned, because one thing is certain: when Angel Reese is involved, anything can happen, and the chaos is only getting started.